Stephen King, my favorite author, once said, "The scariest moment is just before you start." And that line has been stuck in my head a lot recently because honestly, that's where I'm at right now. I'm scared, I'm stuck, but I'm going to start anyway. I think the fastest way to grow is getting out of your comfort zone, fail faster. And I haven't had a lot of opportunities to get out of my comfort zone in my normal 9 to 5 these past few years. My name is Jackie Bettis. I am a Navy nuclear engineering officer turned screenwriter, filmmaker, published author, full time production coordinator, marathon runner. And yeah, when I take a step back, I can recognize that I've done a lot. I worked in the nuclear engineering field, which is something that requires a lot of discipline, subject matter expertise, also perfectionism at the expense of emotional well being, a lot of times, where any mistake came with a high amount of personal pain. 5 years ago, I was really naive and I made this short film called Beach World, and it screened at all these really cool festivals and now has 300,000 views online and was just invited to screen at the Academy Museum in Los Angeles this November. I have a steady full time job at a creative agency where I work full time in production. So on paper, yes, it looks like I check a lot of boxes, but I'm also tired. But I'm also tired. I am overworked and stretched thin. And some of that is my day job. A lot of it is my day job. And then on top of that, thinking everything is a priority and I have so much stacked on my plate and not realizing, like, not being able to focus on one project at a time. Here's an example. Last week, I flew to San Francisco where I executed a 2 day company event for 25 people that I planned for months while also prepping 3 productions in 3 different places. I took Friday off, flew down to LA where I visited friends that I hadn't seen in almost 5 years. I took a red eye home on Friday night and then dove into my highest priority scripts because producers had given me notes and they're waiting for me to take those notes on board and turn them around so that then we can go out to directors. So, yes, literally should be working on that script instead of filming this video, but my brain is always so tired after work. Yeah, I'm tired. And I literally barely remember what I did the rest of last weekend or this past weekend, except that we went to Union Market and got our knives sharpened because hella sharp knives are so worth the expense. So, yes, I've accomplished a lot and I do a lot, but that doesn't mean I'm happy. In fact, I am not happy. And that's really hard to say out loud because I think a lot of people would look at my life that I should be happy because of that success and where I'm at. On the inside, I feel stuck. I feel less confident than I used to. I don't feel creative in the ways that I want to. And I feel like I take everything way too serious. For what? I don't know. And worst of all, I realize I've been putting myself last for way too long. So that's why I'm here. Starting to make these videos, share my journey, hold myself accountable as I fight to get unstuck and move past those feelings. I don't want to just exist in the grind, building someone else's dreams. I want freedom to build my own dreams. I want my own schedule. I want to create things I love. I want to work with good people and feel like I'm making a difference again. And I want to stop living in reaction mode to everyone else's needs. I've been thinking a lot about why I'm feeling this way, and I don't have an exact answer, but I think one part of it is that I spend my day doing pretty easy plug and play tasks that require little to no creativity, but they do require problem solving, which is something I'm really good at. It is when I'm not writing, it's like, how do I call myself a writer? Does it matter that I published a book that I spent 5 years working on and it came out this year by Bloomsbury via Bloomsbury? But I've only posted about it like once or twice, 3 times. I haven't done any outreach because I'm playing whack-a-mole with everything else. You know, I've done a lot of cool shit and I've learned a lot along the way. And so I want to share what I know. I think what I really want is to feel like I'm having fun again. Just like go with the flow and to keep learning new things, keep gaining new skills, meeting new people, strengthening the relationships I already have with people who care about me. Um, that's what I really want. I really want to stop feeling so trapped. So I'm here. I'm here with this message to you that if you're feeling stuck, also, if you've lost that spark, if you've lost your confidence, the scariest moment is just before you start. My name is Jackie Bettis. Like and subscribe for more stories about finding freedom for a creative life.